play.
Okay, YouTube, this is Ninja Cat here with my guest, Pony Girl, who's over that way.
Hi!
She is helping me. I have 2 hands!
Yay!
Okay, this is a continuation off of my previous video on how to draw a basic female manga eye. Can you point up here, please?
Sorry.
So now we're going to be doing a basic male manga eye. No, wait, right about, yeah, okay. Okay, first thing we're going to do is going to be really kind of basically the same thing we did with the female eye, only it's really going to be slightly narrower. As you can see, I have this little sketch up here. We're going to start with the upper eyelid.
Yes,
there we
ma'am.
go. I cannot see what I'm doing here. And I'm going to continue with the upper eyelash line. And you tend to start off like that. You go up on that angle a slight. For the most part, it's going to be a straight line, but you can slightly curve it. And then you come back down. And then like that. Yeah, come down at that angle. I would almost say that's a 90-degree angle. What do you think?
I'm not good with angles.
I think that's like about a 90-degree angle.
It's like a narrow version of how you started the female, almost.
Yeah. Now what I tend to do in order for the eyelashes for the male eye,
Positioning.
because you don't want to do too many eyelashes or otherwise it's going to start really looking like a female eye. I learned that the hard way. But then again, some people do like giving the males more eyelashes.
Yeah. I know some guys that have longer eyelashes.
Yeah, like your brother. But I made this little, it's kind of like a little triangle. And then you just fill it in.
It's like how I do my eyes, only mine are like extremely large triangles.
With that, and then of course you're gonna like go back in right here and thicken that up slightly to make it mesh better, because otherwise it looks really weird if you just have this really
so it sort
line.
of flows better.
Yeah, thanks. And then you're gonna come down here. Once again, you're gonna have a slight space between these 2 parts. Do a small little line, and then just like we did with the female eye, you're going to make the lower lash line down here pretty straight, but there is still a slight curve to it if you pay attention. And right here is kind of, you just do it as much as you want. Yeah, depends on how closed you want it or not. But that's your basic shape. Okay, I tend to go a little bit away from that little corner, right about here. And once again, you're just going to make a semicircle, not quite touching the lower lash line. Continuing around, I tend to put my highlights right about here. You could do it differently. Now, I find that males tend to have a smaller pupil than female eyes. So just start in a little
U shape.
Yeah. And like that. Now, we're going to go ahead and start shading here. Shading in the pupil. Just going up like that. So you have like that really weird shape. And once again, you're going to have my little U-turn right here. And shade that in. Yeah, you're going to shade this part in pretty dark. And follow, once again, trying to get it as even as you can. And then you're going to darken up the lower part right here. that.
Reminds me of a bean. Or like a cashew.
I think it'd be closer to a cashew.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of
I
does.
like cashews.
It does kind of look like a cashew.
That's one way of looking at it for people who are trying to draw it.
Yeah.
Make a cashew at the bottom of your eye.
And then you're gonna go in and shade this part right here. Just really lightly even. This part is really, you just go and it's really about tweaking.
Adding the fine details.
Yeah. It's all about your personal preference. And this is not the only way to draw eyes.
You can draw it darker, you can draw it lighter, you can draw it bigger, you can draw it smaller.
Yeah, you could do like all weird shapes.
Yeah, like my weird chibi-ish eyes that I do.
Yeah.
You can give the males giant eyelashes.
I've seen that before.
I have too.
I actually saw one where the male's eyelashes were bigger than the female's.
Oh gosh.
It was slightly creepy, but you know, hey.
I think pictures that have big eyelashes, unless they pull it off very well, my personal preference, they kind of creep me out. But some people do it pretty well with the big eyelashes.
Yeah. All I think is whatever floats your boat. If you like the big eyelashes, then more power to you. This is just how I tend to draw them. And even then, it tends to vary for which of my characters I am actually drawing.
Yeah, because in real life, different people have different looks to their eyes.
Yep.
Different eye colors.
Well,
different
that,
eyelashes.
And I find in manga,
Mm-hmm.
The eyes tend to really
Define.
Yeah. It really depends on the person's personality. I mean, usually, if someone's more serious, their eyes are going to be narrower than if they're young and energetic
If
and
they're
bubbly.
girly, then they tend to have giant eyelashes.
Yeah. So it really depends on what type of personality you want your character to be portrayed having. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and put in the eyelid. Thank you. See, this is why I have my friend here, because she helps me supply me with words.
Even though my vocabulary isn't the best.
Yeah, your vocabulary is fine, but your spelling, not so much.
Yeah. That's why there's spell check and dictionaries and my friend.
Okay, so it's really similar to how we did the female, only I tend to draw mine where it's slightly closer to the eye. I'm just following that. And then you're going to have this one little part coming out right here.
Yay.
Yeah. I know there's some people who will add like a second line for the eyelid, but I don't tend to do that because whenever I try to, it does not look right.
Yeah, I know that kind of thing.
And now, when I draw male eyebrows, for the most part, I'm not going to say every single time because I do have some males that have some thin eyebrows, but I tend to draw them thicker than
The females?
yeah, thicker than the female eyebrows. Once again, it kind of depends on, one, your preference, and two, the character you are drawing. But I don't tend to do it as thick as some people I've seen. Some people do it like this big. You know.
Yeah, I've seen thinner.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at mine. They're really thin. I do
Yeah.
like a line. That's good enough.
Everyone has their own style of drawing. And, yeah. So, voila!
Ta-da!
We have a basic male manga eye.
Yay!
Okay.
Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please, by all means, give us a thumbs up, comment, subscribe if you really like it, or let me know if you want to see more videos. And I also like to give a shout out to my friend over here,
Pony Girl 0011.
Yes, be sure to check out her channel. She has some cool Pokemon stuff up.
Yay, and I need to watch all my other videos.
So, yeah. See you later.